Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're bringing a little NCAA Football 14 content to you today. We just fell to the Duke Blue Devils 26-10. And now we are going to do our helmet stickers film study session of this game where we pass out helmet stickers, look at some film, throw out some what the F's and a few shout outs here and there. Let's start by looking at the quarterbacks. Carl Morris, 4 helmet stickers. He was 21 of 36, 233 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 4 picks against Duke. That brings the season total up to 744 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He does get a new helmet sticker, though, for the 1 touchdown. And you know what? I'm going to give him a shout out as well on this play. Duke already up 13-0, a little play action, and Morse delivers a beautiful pass to Paul Brothers, 38-yard touchdown. But you know what? He also needs to have a what the F. What is this? Okay, full disclosure, I didn't see the cornerback just off your screen right there when I made the decision to throw. And Carl Morse throws what would be the second of his 2 pick sixes in this game in the rain in Durham, North Carolina. All right, Phil Everett, our backup quarterback, did not play. He has not played yet this season. Running backs. Jack Weldon, 20 carries, 65 yards, no touchdowns, no fumbles, no explosive plays. He had 2 catches for 15 yards on the day. Pretty pedestrian, mediocre day for Jack Weldon, who is supposed to be our best player. 288 yards for him on the season with just 1 touchdown in 4 games. That's not going to cut it if we're going to have any amount of success this year. Lauren Reyes, 6 carries for -7 yards. That brings his total down to 30 yards on 22 carries and 1 touchdown. He has a helmet sticker for that 1 touchdown. It came in the Pacific game. And it might be time to give one of these guys, Hakeem Hawley or Jamal McKinley, or possibly even Kyle McDaniel, a shot at the backup running back position. Kenyon Beard, 1 carry, 10 yards, and that brings his season total up to 15. So he's mostly just a lead blocker, not getting many touches, although he has a much better average than our backup running back, and it's really not even close. All right, let's look at some wide receivers now. After the Duke game, Quinn Chance had 5 catches for 37 yards. He had 1 drop on the day. That brings his season total up to 17 catches for 132 yards. He has 1 touchdown and 4 drops. And the 1 drop, he is going to get a helmet sticker for his 1 touchdown. The 1 drop came in, it was very costly, and he's going to get a big what the F, Quinn. Here's Carl Morse. Look, he scrambles. It wasn't a great decision by Morse to throw the ball here, but it bounced right off the hands of Quinn Chance, right to Blackwell, and that was the first of the 2 pick sixes. But look at this. You've got to catch that. You can't give the defender a chance. Look, it was a bad decision to throw the ball, I get it, but you got to catch that. Paul Brothers, 4 catches, 70 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 drop, 23 yards after the catch. Look, he was a bright spot in this game against Duke. He's going to pick up a couple of helmet stickers, 1 for the touchdown, the other one for going over 100 yards passing on or receiving on the season. Marcus Burton, 4 catches for 28 yards. He's going to go over 150 yards on the season. He's got 154 yards, and he's got a couple of helmet stickers to boot. That is Marcus Burton. Sean Jamison, 4 catches for 50 yards. He had a really good day. That brings the season total up to 10 catches for 135 yards, no touchdowns. He only has 1 drop on the season, and he's going to get a helmet sticker for going over the 100-yard mark. He's also earned himself a shout-out on this great catch here in traffic on a 3rd down and 5 late in the 3rd quarter. It's a jump ball situation. He goes up, tears it out of the hands of the defensive back. Shout out to Sean Jamison for a beautiful catch right there. Nigel Jackson, no stats. He has not played yet this season. Ray Valentine gets his first catch of the season. It goes for 20 yards, and that should be Yak on the +20. He's got 3 yards after the catch. And you know what? We're a little shy on shout-outs today, so we're going to give him a shout-out for making his first collegiate reception. Late in the 3rd quarter, on a 2nd down and 14, down the right hash marks, Ray Valentine for 20 yards. Welcome to college football, Ray Valentine. Alexis Sawyer, No stats once again. He has not played yet this season. Juan Larson has not played either. And Kerry Tidwell has also not played. Alright, let's move on to the tight ends. We're going to start with our starter, Gerard Houston. He had, okay, this was not a great stat line, okay? No catches, no yards, no touchdowns, 1 drop, no yak yards, no pancakes, no sacks. Well, no sacks was good. But you know what? Despite that terrible stat line, we're going to give him a shout out because on this one play, probably our best running play of the game, he was key. You watch him set the edge, and then he holds that block forever, allowing number 40 Kenyon Beard and number 72, our right guard, to pull around and be able to get those guys. But look how long Gerard Houston held that block on the edge. I know it was slow motion, but it still was a long time to allow those guys to pull and get out and make their blocks. Darren Meadows, no stats. Obi Sears, no stats. And that will do it for the tight ends. Let's move on to the offensive line. Dante Mayo picks up another helmet sticker for not allowing a sack. He's only allowed 1 this season. And you know what? I don't think that we have any pancake blocks this entire year from any of our offensive linemen. Ramsauer didn't play. Oliver Vickers didn't play. Jose Estes, left guard. He's the one that was pulling on that play. He's given up 3 sacks this year, but he gets a helmet sticker because he didn't give up any sacks in the game against Duke. Jim Paris, no stats. Micah McGee, starting center, gave up a sack against Florida. He has not given up 1 since. And he's going to get his 3rd helmet sticker, 3 straight games without giving up a sack for our center, Paris. Franklin Monroe, no stats. Kenyon Ostrander, 2nd game in a row without giving up a sack. He's going to get his 2nd helmet sticker for that. Reynaldo Holman hasn't played. And let's move to right tackle Rodney Lemon. His 2nd game in a row without giving up a sack, so he gets his 3rd helmet sticker. And he gave up a sack in the New Mexico State game. Tariq Cole had to come in for a little bit, and he did give up a sack. So not a great first bit of action for him. Matt Singletary didn't get into the game. Let's go to the defense. Defensive side of the football, the man with the most helmet stickers on the team, I believe, Parker Hearn, had 2 tackles, 1 sack on the day. He's going to get another helmet sticker for the sack. And he is now at 16 tackles and 6 sacks on the season. Robin Cowan didn't get in the game, no stats. Glenn Clemens, no stats. Again, no stats doesn't mean that they didn't get into the game necessarily. It just means they didn't do anything if they were in. Luther Humphrey, 1 tackle, 1 sack, and he's going to pick up a helmet sticker for that sack. That's his 5th helmet sticker of the season. And he's had 13 tackles and 2 sacks on the year. Derek Simmons got into the game against Pacific. He may have gotten into the game here today, but didn't accrue any stats against Duke. He has that 1 helmet sticker for the 1 sack against Pacific. All right, Stephen Downs, no stats. Might have played some on special teams. Pretty sure he didn't get in defensively. Roddy Crenshaw with 1 tackle, and that brings his season total up to 10 tackles. He'll probably get a helmet sticker for the 10 tackles he does. So again, we give out cumulative helmet stickers and then single game helmet stickers. That was a cumulative one. 10 tackles total on the season. Gets him a helmet sticker. A couple of more defensive linemen who didn't get any stats on the day. Demetrius Kramer, no stats. William Workman, no stats. Again, showing these guys that get no stats is going to help you learn our younger players that may be coming up through the ranks in the coming years. Vernon Huff had 2 tackles on the day, brings his season total up to 7. He has 1 helmet sticker with the 1 sack on the year. Jim Day had 2 tackles, brings his season total up to 5 in 4 games. He doesn't play a lot. Jim Day. Jaron Rivers had 1 tackle against Duke in his first action of the year, or at least his first stat that he has tallied. 1 tackle on the year for Jaron Rivers. Mitchell Todd, nothing. The outside linebacker spot. Casey Carey had 6 tackles and 1 sack. That brings his season total up to 14 tackles and 1 sack. He's going to get 2 helmet stickers. He passes the 10 tackle mark and he gets 1 for the sack as well. He's also going to get a big what the F. Carey, what are we doing here? All right. Make the tackle. It's 3rd down and 4, and he just pushes Harris And Harris ends up getting a first down. What the F, Carey? You're a middle linebacker. Wrap that guy up. Abdul Schuler had a tackle in the game. He's only got 2 on the entire season. Had a tackle back in the Florida game. Didn't get any stats against New Mexico State or Pacific. Brent Culp, backup middle linebacker. No stats yet. Demetrius Rivas had 3 tackles, his best game so far this year. And that brings his season total up to 5 tackles. He has no other stats to speak of. And let's take a look now at O.J. Schneider, some backup linebackers here. No stats for him. No stats for Elliot Rivero, outside linebacker. Jared Marks, no stats. For big number 59, Taylor Bradshaw, as we get into the secondary, had 2 tackles. He's got 1 helmet sticker. His 2 tackles is going to bring his season total up to 11. He gets a new helmet sticker for passing the 10 tackle mark. We've had a few of those guys today in this episode pass the 10 tackle mark on the season. Elliot Breedlove, 12 tackles on the season, had 4 against Duke. He also gets a cumulative helmet sticker for passing the 10 tackle mark. Jamil Austin, a senior cornerback, had 3 tackles against Duke. That brings his season total up to 18, and he's a couple shy of getting a 20 tackle helmet sticker. Javon Birch, backup corner, no stats. Ross Cruz, backup corner, no stats. Doug Fountain, backup cornerback, a nickel guy, had 3 tackles on the day. That brings his season total up to 5. Also, J.R. Tyler had his best game of the season with 8 tackles. He did not have any other stats, though. It brings his season total up to 22, so he's going to get a helmet sticker for the 22 tackles, and it looks like he might lead our team in tackles right now. Rhett Bishop had 4 tackles. That brings his total up to 20. He's going to get a helmet sticker for that. He has 2 sacks on the year. Both of them came against Pacific. He has 2 interceptions. He got 1 INT against Duke, so he's going to get a helmet sticker for that as well. Teddy Mason, backup free safety, no stats. Elliot Mooney, 4 tackles, no sacks, no other stats. He's got 25 tackles, and that's your leading tackler right there. But speaking of our leading tackler, let's take a look at this horrible tackle attempt. What the F, Elliot Mooney? All right, late in the first quarter on a 1st down and 10, they're going to give it to Deion Jackson. Watch Mooney come in, fall on his back, and then flail. Where have we seen that before? Well, I'll show you. Meet Phillip Rivers of the Indianapolis Colts. Look at this tackle attempt by Phillip Rivers. Oh my goodness. The similarities. Elliot Mooney, a proud graduate of the Phillip Rivers School of Tackling. Let's take another look at Mooney here. On his back, flails to try to trip him up, nothing doing. So, Elliot Mooney, what the F? Dedrick Guillory, no stats, and that's going to do it for our Helmet Stickers episode against the Duke Blue Devils. Up next, we're going to have highlights from across the country here in Week 6 of the college football season on Cal State Fullerton Titans Dynasty on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.